Hey guys, Andrew here with TrueFit. I want to thank you for tuning in. Today's video topic has the Peat / pro metabolic community officially drawn the line, divorced the just fruit until noon ideology, diet, whatever you want to call it. I'm bringing this up because I've been seeing a lot of chatter. Obviously, I've been posting about it a lot, but a lot of the big names that have a lot of followers in the pro metabolic community have been speaking out against doing the just fruit until noon diet. The main core argument there is that to activate the genetic expression, FGF21, which is fibroblast growth factor 21, their argument is that it activates a lot of the stress responses of the body, and you actually don't need to just eat fruit or sugar to get that response, is their claim, I believe. That's just a couple of the arguments that I've read. But it's funny. I just want to bring up the topic because so many people like to cling to these diets, these health influencers, and follow everything they do to a T instead of finding your own identity, finding what works for you, because therein lies the problem. Everybody wants to have their go-to person or their go-to diet that provides every single answer. That's not how health works. Everybody's health is a lot different. You go through certain stages in life that your body has certain requirements, different needs, stuff like that. So to cling to any one diet, any one influencer, and start to dismiss everything else is kind of closed-minded, and that's not what I like to be about on my channel here. I like to provide people with a lot of different topics, ideologies, and I do my best to try to be as transparent as possible because, like I said, everybody's different and everybody's looking for answers that fit their current needs and their specific goals. So with that being said, I think it's quite hilarious, and I kind of find myself in the middle because I think both sides have great arguments, and I utilize, not just the pro-metabolic stuff, not just the just fruit until noon, not just carb backloading, which I've talked about for like 12 years now, but, I listen to a lot of ideas. I take the good, the bad, apply what works to me, what works for me, what doesn't work, and then, kind of be as transparent for you guys. And that's where I like to try to bring as much truth to my channel, and transparency. But I just want to throw it out there because I think it's crazy that so many people are just quick to flip on others if they don't adhere to their same dietary structure. And I think therein lies the core issue in the health and fitness industry, is that lack of transparency, that lack of hearing other people out, or why somebody might do the just fruit until noon diet, or why somebody might just do these pro-metabolic principles, stuff like that. And it has to do with the individual and what your specific goals are. The reason I'm doing the just fruit until noon diet, number one, was to experiment. I'd heard a lot of good things coming from it, especially when it comes to improving your physique, improving insulin sensitivity, stuff like that. So I figured, why not give it a try? And turns out I really enjoyed it. I liked how I feel. It's a lot better for me when it comes compared to fasting, which I did for, almost a decade straight, which I'm not a big fan of. I do think that you can get similar results just by being in a slight caloric deficit or, adhering to something like just fruit until noon diet. That's just one aspect of it though. And I know I'm not perfect. I'm not saying that I've never clinged to one side and didn't argue with others against this, but my main objective here is to try to bring all of the good I can from these specific influencers and diets and kind of work them all, share with you guys, the cool stuff that is out there, and see if it fits your specific needs. Don't take everything I say without seeing if it applies to you. Be a individual thinker for yourself is the main root issue here. So many people are just quick to, preach about the diet that they're on or the influencer that they're following, and dismiss everything else. And I think it's a very dangerous mindset to have. And I think it's pretty comical looking at it now. I've seen it, I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been interested in the health and fitness industry and on YouTube for 8 years, I believe. And I just see this pattern, and I just want to offer transparency to try to break this pattern, and open that conversation so people can, have these different ideologies and stuff, and not, say you shouldn't be doing just fruit until noon because, it's activating all these stress responses. But in my opinion, when it comes to that argument, is that a big reason as to why people do the just fruit until noon or the sugar fast is to shed excess body weight, get a much better looking physique, increase insulin sensitivity, stuff like that. And in doing so, when you're trying to improve your physique, you're trying to shed fat, you're not going to avoid an increase in certain stress hormones, and that's just a normal response. And that could just be if you're somebody that does calories in, calories out. You're going to go to a caloric deficit. Essentially, you're going to be putting yourself into a more stressed out state, dropping these pounds. So that's one thing that the pro-metabolic / Ray Peat community, I've never, saw eye to eye with, in regards to the fitness part of the realm of that. Being in a caloric deficit, improving your physique, there has to be certain levels of stress, and the pro-metabolic community wants to, all stress is bad. I don't believe that. I think stress has a time and place and can be beneficial. Increasing cortisol certain times can help shed body fat. So, I'm not going to get too much into the specifics. I just wanted to open up this dialogue, and I think it's funny that we're at this point to where, these two communities that, shared a lot of the same ideas are now starting to split. And I've seen it time and time again with paleo to carnivore to vegan to fruitarian to whatever it is. It's comical to me. But if you guys like this video, share a comment below. Let me know what you think. And share this video with somebody that can use this information. Also, give me a follow on Instagram @DrewFit, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, guys.